Oh, man, I messed up. Hold on.
Your court television news starting now.
Whoa, shoot. Sorry. One of my mods was requesting a picture of one of my bunions on my feet. Don't ask. So hold on. Let me just send one over to them. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell chat which one of you mods or you one of those little freak-a-leaks. But hey, we're selling feet pics now, okay? Excuse me. All right, sent. Enjoy. Well, and I'm not kidding, but anyways, welcome to a nightly edition of the NJCourts TV midweek news update. Yes, although it is not Wednesday, it is Thursday. It's technically a little bit over the midweek. We're still going to call it a midweek update, all right? Especially because we do this show 24/7, all right? So I want to say thank you all for being here this evening. I want to say thank you first off for all the members of the jury. I see you guys. I saw you guys, a lot of y'all already ready here early. I appreciate y'all being on time, members of the jury. Shout out to you all. Want to say thank you to all my mods for being here this evening. Appreciate all your hard work and support. And most importantly, thank you. Thank you to all the viewers, whether you love me, you hate me, or you just don't give a damn and you're just bored. I appreciate you being here. All right, let me just get settled in, and we got some news, okay? A lot of stuff to cover this evening, as a matter of fact. Tonight, we're even going to be closing one of our court cases that we started coverage on. Yes, okay? You don't hear that too many times, especially with a lot of the cases we've been covering. Some of them have already been going on for almost a year now, okay? Yes, it's almost been a year. But tonight, we close one of the court coverages. We're also going to be discussing somebody that has a court case tomorrow, very important one. And we're also going to be discussing a little bit more into the Willy2Guns investigation. A little bit more information has been, I guess you could say, brought to my attention. I'm sure a lot of you have also seen maybe some of the stuff that we're going to talk about this evening. But either way, we're going to go over it, and we're going to have a little bit of discussion about that. And that's pretty much an itinerary what we got for tonight. We'll also be giving you some updates on a lot of court dates that we have coming up. And who knows what else, will come up, okay? So I appreciate you guys one more time for being here again. And cheers. It is Thursday evening. I've decided to be a bad boy tonight. Oh, yes. Not just a couple. We're not going to get crazy. But I've got one of my faves, La Cumbre. It's time to get elevated. So cheers to all my friends that are sipping on an adult bevy tonight. And even if it's not, cheers as always. All right, let me get chat pulled up here. Yeah, bad boy. Well, what you gonna do? Oh, let me show you something that I got in the mail today. Oh, I'm excited because they came out real cool. You guys ready? I'm going to make it rain, okay? I'm going to make it rain. Making it rain. We're making, oh, wait, you can't see them. We're making it rain. It doesn't look as cool. There we go. What am I throwing on the keyboard here? Check it out. We got the official "Don't Mess with the Press" sticker. So, as promised, I have some of these already I'm going to be sending out as starting tomorrow, okay? As soon as tomorrow. So to those that I've promised some already, you shall be getting some. For those that are interested in one of these, hey, I ain't even going to charge you for one. I'm going to give one to you, okay? My way of saying thank you for the support and an early Christmas present, you can call it. Now that I know they look good, I'm going to order a whole bunch of them. And if you're interested in getting one, just hit me up on the DMs, all right? And I'll make sure I get one out to you. But yes, don't mess with the press official sticker. Brandy, oh, we'll definitely get one out to you, all right? Like I said, I know most of these are spoken for. I just had it was kind of what they call a sample order, just to make sure, the sticker's the way you want it to look before you order a whole bunch. And I think it looks great. Came out just like I expected. Now, of course, I don't have the best camera on this laptop, so it doesn't do the sticker and the quality of the graphic justice. But you know what? For just a homemade design, not bad, all right? So just wanted to share those with you. And like I said, for those that I promised some, they'll be on your way. All right, so welcome again, everybody. I know we've got almost 100 people now in chat, so I think people are starting to get the notification, and that's great. I got my notepad. Let me get my phone set up here so I can see you guys on here as well. See, I got it. I can see all the members of the jury spamming those emojis. And thank you again for being here tonight. Now, for some of you members that are wondering what this new little kind of name badge is next to your name, okay? You may not have the traditional little sheriff's badge with the gavel in the middle. Now, what you're seeing is a loyalty badge. We've, as promised, okay? And I think SoCal, I was the one that promised you specifically, we've got the loyalty badges, all right? So depending on how many months you've been an OG of the member of the jury will depend on which type of loyalty badge you have. Now, if you're one of the 6-month OG members or more, you're going to have this one. This is the bad boy right here. You got this next to your name, that means you're an OG. And I want to say thank you to my OGs, all right? First month members, you start off with the traditional sheriff's badge with the gavel. Then we've got some other fun ones that you see right next to your name if you're a member of the jury, depending on how many months you've been a member. So if you're wondering what the hell that picture is next to your name because you've never seen it before, that's what that is. Super Roofer, there you go. I'm on 5 months, and I want to say thank you so much, my friend. And see, you, because you're on as a 5-month member, you've got the stupid face NJ emoji next to your name. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm on 5 months. Oh, Kimberly now with the woot woot. Member for 2 months, and thank you so much for your support, Kimberly. Oh no! Oh no, in the house with the member for 3 months. The number you have reached has been disconnected. Little inside joke. And Dots with the member for 4 months. 4 months here. See? And what you're seeing there is I think you guys, depending on how many months you've been a member, you get like a free little super chat you can put out. So that's what you're seeing right now. Riot Coke, there you go. Member for 5 months. Thank you for being an OG. Sharpshooters on Power Scooters, member for 4 months. Thank you for being an OG. Ah, that's cool. See, you get to do those. See, and that's another perk. I didn't even realize you get those until a few months ago when I started seeing people putting up those super chats. So again, I appreciate all the members of the jury. Thank you all. All right. As a matter of fact, this slam goes out for you. All right. I didn't knock too much stuff off the table, and my beer was closed. See, I'm getting smarter here. Back in the days, we would have had beers flying everywhere. Not anymore. Shell 97, member for 4 months. Thank you for being an OG. And Shell 97 says, I didn't even know I'd been a member for so long. Laughing out loud. Well, now you know. And thank you for your support. All right. I think we've got plenty of time to let people come in. You guys want to get the show started? About time? All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so as promised, we've got a few updates. I'm just kind of to decide which order I want to go on this. Let's just start off with what we got popping tomorrow. Let's start off with Skimask Andy, all right? Because that person, one, has been all over the fucking tubes, which I'm sure most of you have seen. I mean, we're not even going to get in all those shenanigans. I know we discussed a little bit the last time, we had the joke with the helicopter come in. I mean, I think last time I heard, it's like a storybook now with this guy. So every day it's a new chapter. So I think today's chapter started with the car's still MIA. The police may have picked it up on a helicopter. They got those Chinooks that, pick up stuff, who knows, so maybe you're going to see the presidential limo flying in the air of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay. Because the police have confiscated his vehicle. Lord knows what the story's going to be, but I think you catch the drift of where I'm going. But either way, regardless of what bullshit story you may have heard from Skiwee this week, one thing is true for sure. Let me show you. All right. What you guys are looking at is off of the OSCN.net website, which is a public website which all of you have access to. And what you're specifically looking at is the docket information or docket schedule for Mr. Skimask Andy. Now, what you may not see, depending on what type of device you're watching the stream on, is what it says at the bottom under the section that says events. Let me read that for you, just in case you're having a little bit of trouble seeing. At the bottom, we have an event, just call it a court date, and it's Friday, September the 29th. Wait a minute, today's the 28th, right? So is that today's Thursday? That's tomorrow. What? So Skimask, if you're listening, I hope you got your pen and pencil out. Friday, tomorrow, you've got a court hearing, September 29th, 2:30 p.m. So you do got the morning half to screw around, but you got to be there by 2:30. And you know the drill, right? You got to be there at least by 2 because you got to go in through the security checkpoint and all that stuff, all right? Now, what you got to do tomorrow is you need to go to the court cost hearing office because you've got a court cost hearing. Specifically, I think with, they didn't list the judge. It just says cost administration judge, which probably is going to be the same judge you've seen the last 3 times already, which they've already given you 3 chances on paying back the over $5,000 you owe. As a matter of fact, for some of you that were unaware, the last time they met with Mr. Skimask Andy, they gave him the lowest payment you can possibly assign to someone, which was a $20 a month payment that this individual was responsible for. And that was on a payment plan that was, I think it was like 20 or 30 years. It's pretty much like a home mortgage, okay, to pay off the over $5,000 this guy has never paid back, stemming from court cases from 18 years ago, all right? So tomorrow, you've got a hearing in front of that same judge as to explain why, for the 4th time now, you have not made one single payment towards that payment plan. And as you have signed on the paperwork, which we have already gone over before, and it is available through this website if you want to find it yourself and read it, but there is essentially the contract that Skimask signed with this judge that states if he does not make a payment or he does not show up to any of these court cost hearings, that they can issue out and will issue out a bench warrant for his arrest. So what's that mean? If he doesn't show up tomorrow, they're probably going to issue out a bench warrant. That makes now 2 bench warrants out of the state of Tulsa. Remember, the whole reason Skimask is running right now is because he's got a bench warrant out for him, and that one also includes a bond. So that means he's got the bonds people looking for him. I think that's who he's more afraid of, honestly. And then tomorrow, if he doesn't show up, that's going to be a second warrant that'll be put out for his arrest. Okay? Remember, he's got another one out of the county of Wagner. So technically, he's got 2 right now out of the state of Oklahoma, 1 out of the county of Tulsa, 1 out of the county of Wagner. Assuming he doesn't go to court tomorrow, that'll make 2 bench warrants out of the county of Tulsa, making a total of 3 bench warrants out of the state of Oklahoma. And then don't forget, folks, As a matter of fact, since we're right here, let's just pull up that date. All right, put that one on your calendar there. But Skimask also has to be in court. I believe that says what? October 19th. So Skimask has to be at court October 19th, 9:30 in the morning. Or excuse me, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, not 9:30. 9 o'clock in the morning on that date. And that's so he can take care of a traffic ticket that he got for an unregistered vehicle. Now, assuming he doesn't go to that court date, that's going to be a third bench warrant that's going to be assigned out of the county of Tulsa. Candy Kiss 33, thank you so much. What a 5-month membership to the jury. You are definitely an OG. And it says, I found it. Yay me. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. So, 2 warrants out of the state right now. Possibly another one. Make 3 tomorrow if he doesn't show up. With the possibility of having 4 total warrants out for his arrest if he doesn't show up to his traffic court case coming up on October 19th. But that's neither here nor there. Most importantly, he needs to concentrate on tomorrow. Tomorrow, September 29th, 2:30 p.m. You've got a hearing with the court cost judge. And like I said, this is already his 4th time going in front of this judge. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd time in front of the same judge. So I'm pretty sure he's going to remember exactly who Skimask is. And again, just like it says in the contract that he signed, you don't make a payment, you don't show up, they issue out a bench warrant. So that is the immediate court date that Skimask has for tomorrow. Don't forget, he's still on the run for the other court date that he didn't show up on. Okay, that was on September 11th. We were actually down in Houston at that time covering the Sunny IRL court case. So he missed September 11th's case. They issued out the bench warrant. He pretty much fled because of that. But almost around the same time, you know, his parents, in order to protect themselves, okay, especially because he's now wanted, and you saw what happened last time they came in, okay, knocked down his parents' front door, and they issued out a very stern warning to them, all right, that if this happened again, that they could possibly be arrested for obstruction. And how fucked up is that? That they're going to get arrested for something to do with their own shithead son? So he's left, and it's not because he decided to, like, you know, he's been putting out these lies and rumors. No, on this same website, and as we went over before, you can see the 2 temporary emergency restraining orders that his parents had to go to court and had to submit for themselves. Nobody else can do it like he states. And they did it exactly to protect themselves, okay? So that's why he's out of the house, and that's why he's running from the police right now. Combination of a few things going on. And all that guy's doing is just digging his hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Best thing he can do right now is just turn yourself in, get the process started of serving whatever time you need to serve, get the process starting to get all your other warrants, you know, processed and whatever they're going to make you do, get that shit over with. Otherwise, all you're going to be doing is just the same thing. So, all right, so let's see here. Welcome. I see we've got a lot more people that just came in, so thank you, everybody. As a matter of fact, I see some gabbles. Did we? Oh, shoot. I just missed the donation, and I apologize. Let's see here. Black Widow channel, thank you so much. The Black Widow channel. Much appreciated. Donating 10 memberships to the jury. So welcome to the 10, not 2. Welcome to the 10 new members of the jury. And thank you so much, Black Widow channel, for your support. And for all those new members, say thank you to Black Widow channel, because they're the one responsible for your new membership today. And you get to now spam all those cool emojis you see everybody spamming. So, much appreciated. And thank you for your support as always, Black Widow channel. All right, let me clean up my little mess here. All right, we didn't spill anything. We're doing good. All right. So, let's get going. So, we've covered Skimask Andy, right? Again, like I said, that guy's had his own problems going on right now. If you're into a whole, you want to pretty much watch like an episode off of a Netflix series, tune into the Skimask Andy shit show right now, okay? Now, don't tell anybody I sent you, okay? All right, so moving on down the line, let's discuss another case. This one's the one I was discussing earlier that got closed, all right? Yes, one of the cases that we've started a discussion on has now been closed, no longer a case, and I'm referring to the Cyraxx court case. So let me get this out of here. You can see this beautiful face. Yes, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Cyraxx had a decision made, as a matter of fact, yesterday by the judge. I'll tell you right now. Case dismissed. So you heard it right now. Case dismissed. And there's a few details. I'm going to go over that. So for some of y'all that may not remember who Cyraxx is or what this whole case was about, I'll give you just a brief, quick summary. All right. Cyraxx was an individual. I mean, I'll just call it now, just another lolcow, kind of like Skimask of the YouTubes. Has his own kind of community that, either likes him, most of them dislike him, okay? Kind of like the same thing you see with Skimask, okay? They've almost been compared as like twins, all right? Cyraxx has been accused of a lot of just pretty much, I'm not even going to go there, type of accusations. You probably know what I mean. You can go down that rabbit hole if you want. Plenty of Cyraxx videos. But just to get down to what we've been covering, this individual Cyraxx had a court case, and this was in reference to an assault, okay? So what had happened is a protest, a legal protest was done in front of this individual's house. Cyraxx's, I believe, I think it's not his home. It's his grandmother's home, whatever. I believe they rent it. It's not even their own home. So either way, a protest was made by an individual in front of Cyraxx's home. It was a legal protest. They had a sign and everything. There was other protesters out there. Long story short, at some point of the protest, Cyraxx comes out with the baseball bat, assaults the protester. Protester at some point rips the baseball bat out of Cyraxx's hands. Assault is over. Protester calls the police. The police come later and they arrest and take Cyraxx to jail. He was arrested and charged with assault. Okay? So, there's been a few court cases, a few arraignments that have happened since that date until now. Okay? Now, the case has been dismissed. It was supposed to go to a jury trial. That's no longer going to go to the jury trial. Now, I will tell you exactly, let me show you exactly where I got this information from. So if you don't believe me, you can check for yourself. So we're going to go over here. All right. So what you should be seeing right here are the case details for Cyraxx's case, okay? If you, and I know again it's a little bit hard to see, but if you go towards the bottom, you can see where it says, description, assault, okay? This was a misdemeanor offense, and this took place, as a matter of fact, back in June, I believe. Yes, in June is when the assault happened. In yesterday's sentencing hearing, I guess you can call it. It wasn't really a sentencing. It's just what was supposed to happen was the case is supposed to go to a jury hearing, but it was dismissed. Prosecution decided, I guess the judge dismissed it. I'm thinking it had to do probably with the prosecution just quashing the case. Again, I will get more details for you all. I've just kind of learned about this as of yesterday and today. What I do have and what I will share with you is something that I got off of an Instagram post. This Instagram post, I believe, is just kind of a just this channel or this poster just reposting what I believe is a statement from the individual that was assaulted. Because what I think is happening is when I was looking up, the Cyraxx community and what's going on, is it seems that this individual, the one that was assaulted, the one that was bringing on the charges, that decided to press the charges against Cyraxx, is now getting a little bit of backlash, I guess, because of the case being dismissed. So this individual, I believe, released this statement. And what I'm going to read is, again, what I'm assuming is a statement that came from this individual. Again, I can't verify this just because this was posted by a separate channel, but let me just read it to you, okay? And maybe it'll make a little bit more sense as to why the case may have been dismissed. Let me see if it already came up on my photos here. Let's see here, sharing. Yeah, so I don't have it up here to post, but I'll just read it for you, and I can show it here on my phone. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull it up. I thought I had loaded it up here on my photos, but I did not. But I'll show you kind of. Actually, let me take this screen off of here. All right, so I know it's a little bit hard to see because it's a white screen. Let me see if I can. There we go. Give it a little second to focus. But so so this came from CGC6 or CGC6. They're a clip channel. They put out some pretty cool clips. And here's what I'm going to read for you, okay? So again, I believe this is the statement from this individual that was the one that was assaulted by Cyraxx. We are all about to be failed by the justice system. I have been communicating with the DA the past few days, and she has insisted that I do not have a strong case, which I refuted every point she made, to which she had a rebuttal and insists my case is too weak. She informed me that her supervisor wants her to request a reduction in charges, which will make his already insultingly minor charge of simple assault a mere disorderly conduct charge. I requested that they not do this, and rather we go to trial and I present my case. As weak as they may say it is, I told her I'd rather ride this train till it crashes and rather lose the case than let him get off without a trial. She told me they aren't asking for permission to request a reduction in the charges. Rather, they are informing me that's what they are going to do. I refuted this, but they said they want to get this over with because they are being inundated with calls and email on the daily and want this to end. She told me Cyraxx's lawyer thinks he can get him to plead guilty to the reduced charges, but I think even that may be too much accountability for the goblin. We will see how this status hearing goes. If he pleads guilty, that's it. If he doesn't, then it's going to continue to trial on the 11th. We shall see. So I have a feeling that was actually put out before yesterday's news came out. And the other one thing I want to show you is this. Oh. And actually, before I even share that, I want to say sorry. I just missed a donation from Super Roofer. Super Roofer, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. As a matter of fact, let's post that up here. Super Roofer says, the witness quit going to court because he moved away. That's why the dismissal. I seen a video he put out. Super Roofer. Ooh, I better grab my beer. Almost. Super Roofer. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for that information. So again, I'll read this. The witness quit going to court because he moved away. That's why the dismissal. I seen a video he put out. So that is from Super Roofer. All right. Is that my new 6-month badge? That's so cool. Let me go on my other thing here, baseline. Let me check. Yes, you got the 6-month one, my friend. You've got the don't mess with the press badge right there. So thank you for your support. And that is the new loyalty badges that I was talking about. So what I'm going to share with you is a document that was filed yesterday and is now available for the public to see in regards to this case, just in case some of you are interested. Let me add this here. And all this simply just shows is State of Ohio, City of Akron versus blah, 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 case number. The defendant, having been informed of his or her rights pursuant to criminal rule, blah, 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 enters a plea of not guilty, is checkmarked. That was dated 6/26/23. Then when we come down here, you see it signed by the judge from yesterday's date. So the reason that they had to have him plead not guilty was part of the dismissal. So that's why this paperwork came back or is available now and was dated yesterday by the judge. So that's the only other paperwork that I was able to obtain in regards to yesterday's decision to dismiss the case. So there you go. That's the conclusion to that Cyraxx court case, is there's nothing at this point no longer be going forward further because the case has been dismissed, period. All right. So let me remove that on there. Cheers to everybody. I'm going to take a little sip of my beer break. Throat's getting a little dry here. That gives me a chance to say thank you again to everybody. Rowdy, welcome. Rowdy says, I kind of like it here. Well, I hope you enjoy, Rowdy. We seem to have a lot of fun here. But so that's your update. We've got the update already on Skimask Andy. Got update on Cyraxx. What else do we have going on this month? Oh, we've got another court case coming up. That's going to be for the Sunny IRL court coverage. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, let me just, while we're all taking a little beverage break, let me pull up that information. And that way I can verify. It's either the 30th or 29th is his next court date. So I want to verify that for you. And then we also have Controlla coming up with the court date. As a matter of fact, I already have that one up here. Let me get that pulled up. So, because I had a few people that on the comments section were asking me about a Controlla update, which we did kind of the last time we did one, and nothing has changed since then. But let me just give you the new date that's going to be coming up for her next court hearing. All right, so the last court hearing that she had on September 11th, so this is the email that I got from the court clerk, okay? It says, the matter was adjourned by Judge Pitchford on September 11th, 2023, pending PTI decision, and is currently rescheduled for October 16th at 9 a.m., okay? So, again, adjourned just means the judge pretty much rescheduled, okay? Does not mean anything to do with it was dismissed. No, okay? All it was just pretty much rescheduled because there was nothing that was going to happen that day because they were still technically waiting for the decision of whether the PTI application is going to go through or not, all right? Which we already discussed that. And based on the fact that she's already got multiple felonies out of the state of New York, and then the newly discovered felony out of the state of New Jersey, and in that case, the felony that she got out of New Jersey, she actually had two felony counts against her, okay? She took a plea deal where she just had to plead guilty on one felony count, all right? And because of that, she was denied PTI back then. They tried to apply for PTI during that felony, and she was denied. So that's why we pretty much, our opinion, and I think for most of us agreed on, was it's probably pretty highly doubtful that they are going to accept her into that program, being the fact that, one, she was already denied the first time, and the fact that she got, already multiple felonies, 2 out of the state of New York and 1 out of the state of New Jersey, okay? So next court date for Controlla is going to be October 16th at 9 a.m. And for some of you that were not aware, she is no longer being represented by a public defender and is now under the representation of a hired lawyer, a private attorney. So that's why we figured nothing much was going to go on anyways during September 11th hearing, just for the fact that that was going to be the first hearing her new lawyer was essentially going to be introduced to the case. And most of the time, the lawyer's always going to put in a motion for a continuance because they want to request some time to, go over the case, and rightfully so. They're new to the case, so they need a little time to, update themselves to everything going on. But again, I'll read it to you. This again was from the court clerk there at the Middlesex County Courthouse. Reads, this matter was adjourned by Judge Pitchford on 9/11/2023 pending PTI decision and is currently rescheduled for October 16th, 2023 at 9 a.m. All right. Let's see here. Did I get any other? Let's see. All right. Cat Crazy, thank you so much. Cat Crazy just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Cat Crazy, so much for gifting those 5 memberships, my friend. And welcome to the 5 new members of the jury. Cat Crazy, thank you so much for your support as always. Cheers. All right. Spam them if you got them. Gabble, gabble, gabble time. And thank you, Vassat. Yes, please change to live chat, everyone. Sometimes when you can't see everybody in chat, that's usually what it is. And Vassat, thank you so much for reminding everybody, as you always do. What up, Julia? What up, Hippie Music Girl? What up, SoCal? What up, Charles? What up, Cat Crazy? Got a little time to say hi to everybody. What up, Black Widow Channel? We said, what up, Vassat? What up, Mary T? What up, Kenny Kane? John Jacobs? What up, Shanoa? Subaru from the house. What up, Gene? Hobby Hater, hello. Baseline Measure, hello. Dawson, what up? Cesar, what up? Moho, what up? We introduced that hello to Rowdy earlier. Welcome to the channel. RV Life with DJ Darren, welcome, my friend. Going up the line here. See, I'm getting I told you, my memory's coming back. I'm not repeating a lot of more names anymore. What up, Jean? Or Jean? I always say that wrong. It's Jean, or Jean. Jean, John, or Jean. Welcome. All right. And if I missed your name, I apologize. I try when I have a chance to say hi to everybody. But, so, hey, I just got that DM. I think I have an extra one for you, my friend. So just shoot me your address and I'll get one to you. I think that's all of them now. But like I said, I'm going to be ordering more stickers. As soon as I get 100 more coming in, I'll let everybody know. That way, if you want one, just shoot me your DM and I'll send you one. No cost, nothing. I'll pay for everything, all right? My way of saying thank you, guys. All right, so we've already done our update on Skimask Andy, Cyraxx court case. Gave you an update, on Controlla's court case on her date. We need to look up Sunny IRL because we need to give you a court case update as far as the date on Sunny IRL's next date, which, like I said, I think it's either October 29th or the 30th. Let's just double check. And then after that, I also have an update on the Jimmy the Christian court case. There has been charges that have now been brought down. Remember, we are still pending any charges to be filed. That's why there wasn't last time when we were doing an update on that case. We didn't have any court dates available because when I called to see what's going on, the court clerk let me know that, hey, there hasn't been any charges filed. They do have 21 or 20-some days to do it. the district attorney, which we already knew they were. Obviously, they just needed more time because of all the information that was coming in and, as part of the manifesto and everything that needed to be investigated. Also, remember, this is an interstate investigation now. Because remember, you had them going into Topeka, Kansas, into a storage locker that Jimmy owned there that had a bunch of evidence that they raided the locker, went in and took everything out of there. So they're processing all this stuff. So it took a little bit of time, but there have been charges filed now. There is some court dates, and we're going to go over that. All right. So let's go get Sunny IRL's court date, and then we're going to jump over to the Jimmy the Christian court date. And then we're going to just kind of pretty much finish off the rest of the evening, bringing up some of the new information that was brought up to my attention in regards to the Willy2Guns investigation. And, pretty much share that with you and see what you guys have to think. And that's pretty much the show. Okay. As promised, midweek court update. Okay. So let's get Sunny IRL pulled up here. And again, welcome. Got about 130 people here in chat, and I appreciate y'all being here this Thursday evening. Oh, I see some people are starting to see the secret emojis we hid in there. You guys see the Slimer and Puffed emojis? Remember, I said I was going to give you guys some little clues as to what's going on for our October Halloween IRL special. Oh, yes, and we've got a lot planned. Baseline measure, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. And you've got a super chat that says, thank you for the effort put into all the trials. Hey, you're welcome. And thank you so much for your support and watching, my friend. And again, thank you so much for being an OG. Thank you to my mods letting me know about all the donos. I really appreciate you guys staying on top of that. Thank you. All right. All right, so let's pull up Sunny IRL's date. Just give me a minute or two because I do have to cue that up. I didn't have it ready, and that's my fault. All right, thank you for your patience. I got it pulled up here. So, as you can see, we have the state of Texas versus Singleton Jarvis, a.k.a. Sunny IRL. All right, so let's jump over here. And October 30th. Yep, so as it's showing here, next setting date is for October 30th. So, Sunny IRL is scheduled for his next hearing October 30th, same courthouse that we were at in Houston, Texas. So that'll be this October 30th. So we've got Controlla with an October date, Sunny IRL with an October date. Depending on how Skimask Andy's debacle goes, he could possibly have a date in October. The emergency ROs that his family has on him, those will get finalized on October 2nd, okay? And he has the option to show up to that date. Whether he's going to show on October 2nd, probably not. But that's another date. So October 2nd. So, let's just go back to Skimask. Jeez Louise. He's got tomorrow, the 29th, court cost hearing. Okay. Then he's got a traffic ticket hearing. What did we say? October 19th. So, court cost hearing tomorrow, traffic ticket hearing October 19th, and then even before that hearing on October 2nd, he has the option of showing up to the RO hearing. So 3 hearings coming up within the next, month. Then we had, let's see here. What did we say for Controlla? October 16th, 9 a.m. Okay. Then we have Sunny IRL, October 30th. So 3 individuals already with October dates. Told you October is going to be really busy. Okay, let's move on then. Over to give you an update on the info that I have for the, let's see here. Jimmy the Christian court case. Flash, speaking of that Fulio, can you please say out loud for the peep in the back? I got him for the people up there, Flash. He did not slap me in the back of the head, nor did he spit on me. All lies. I promise. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. In regards to that whole bullshit of him saying he needs money now for medication, that guy, I can guarantee you, easily qualifies for free Medicaid, probably food stamps as well. So if he's complaining he doesn't have any food, he could probably file for emergency food stamps and health care. And I can guarantee you, if he's got Medicaid, he can go down and get into a state program that's going to help him with everything he has going on. Substance abuse, anger management, needs medication. They can do all that free of charge. So that's all just bullshit, all right? You all know what happens as soon as he gets $1 in his pocket. It goes to either 2 people, the dealer that sells the green stuff or the dealer that sells the blue stuff. That's it. Simple as that. So in regards to Jimmy the Christian, let me show you what we got going on. Let me see here. There we go. All right. All right, there you go. So this is coming from the county of Martin, or Martin County, which is in the state of Florida. So we've got the state of Florida versus Ward James Leonard, a.k.a. Jimmy the Christian. This was Elisa's assistant. Again, we've already started coverage on this. As a matter of fact, we had a panel show that had a lot of guests on here that had at one time worked with Elisa or knew of Jimmy and a lot of the stuff that was going on, okay? And that was a good show. So if you didn't have a chance to check that out, check it out. Learn a lot for this case. There's also a lot of other channels that have covered this case, a lot of other rabbit holes you can go down, including the manifesto. If you want to, and again, a trigger warning, 100% on all this case, okay? A lot of sensitive, a lot of just disgusting things that have to do in relation to this case. For some of you that have probably read the manifesto, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For some of you that are interested in reading that manifesto, it's available. You can find it, but I'm going to give you the trigger warning right now, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. Last time we checked for court dates, there were none, okay, for James Ward. Now there is. And there have been charges now that have been filed in this case. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more charges that are going to be filed and coming down the line as this case continues on. But for right now, let me tell you exactly what's going on. So based on what I'm seeing on the paperwork, it looks like his lawyer has already submitted a plea of not guilty for Jimmy. But either way, he's got his arraignment October, excuse me, let me just double check. Don't want to say something that wasn't right. October 30th, 1:30 p.m. So October 30th, 1:30 p.m. is his next arraignment. Oh, was I muted? All right, my bad. No, trust me, I wasn't pulling a Skimask Andy. What happens is when I go to another page, and I guess I'm not sharing the page or I'm not on here, it mutes me. So I'll tell you exactly what I was saying. So the next court date for Jimmy the Christian or James Ward is going to be October 30th, 1:30 p.m. Let me just double check that again. Yep. October 30th, 1:30 p.m. And what you probably didn't hear, and again, this is public information you can access, but it does, based on the docket notes, it does appear that Jimmy's attorney has already put in a plea of not guilty, okay? And I don't know if you heard me too, he has been charged. Before, when we were looking up the information, there was no court dates because no charges had been filed at that time. A charge has been filed that is going to be one count of possession of child pornography, felony level. So that's what he's being charged for right now. And that's what he has an arraignment on October 30th, 1:30 p.m. Hey, Sunshinery, it sounds like you got your new laptop. Congrats. And again, if you're wanting to look this information up, all you have to do is just Google search Martin County Court Record Search. That's the county that this is all being processed or heard under. And so again, just Google search Martin County Court Case Search. The individual you're looking for, last name is Ward, first name James. And you'll find the same information that I just put out for you. So if you want to look at the docket notes yourself, you can right there. There's not much. It does show when he was arraigned, his first arraignment. It does show that appears his attorney entered a plea of not guilty. And then it does show that they've scheduled an arraignment for October 30th at 1:30 p.m. So John Jacobs, so what's going to happen is that's just, I think there's going to be, remember, this is an interstate case. There's going to be more states that are probably going to be bringing down charges. And I'm sure they're probably going to be bringing down more charges as this case goes. I doubt that's probably going to be the only count that they're going to be charging this individual with. Mary T, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. And it reads, your till. And you got an upside down happy face, right side up and upside down happy face. Thank you so much for that super chat, Mary T. All right, so we've taken care of, I think, all our court case updates. What we're going to just finish off tonight's show with, or as far as just our midweek update, is going to just be me sharing a few things that I have that have came up or been shared with me since the last time we discussed the Willy2Guns investigation, okay? From where we kind of left off last time was we had seen one, supposedly Willy's real legal name had came out. And that came out in the form of an email that was presented by Tone IRL, okay? Tone has put out an email that said that this individual, that people had looked up his legal name in the state of Ohio, where he's from, and that they contacted, I would imagine it was the medical examiner's office there. They did a search in their database, and that name didn't come up, okay? And excuse me, I know we just got another donation here. Apologize. Was that another one, or am I just tripping out? Okay, I thought I saw something else flash. Oh, I did. Hey, Kim Christensen. Thank you so much, Miss Christensen. Thank you, Mr. Cole, for that $2 super chat. Much appreciate your support, and I hope things are going well with you and your family. Thank you again for your support, Miss Christensen. Or Mr. Cole, I apologize. I know it's under Kim Christian. Sorry, Miss Christensen. Mr. Cole, I apologize. So you had people looking up his name in Ohio, couldn't find it. I had contacted the medical examiner's office in Kansas City, Missouri. They had ran that name, couldn't find it. But remember, same thing with Ohio. In that email, they let whoever was the one that contacted him know that there was still a few counties that their database didn't cover in their search. Same thing when I talked to the medical examiner's office in Kansas City, Missouri. They said the same thing, that this is just for the Kansas, Missouri area, but there's a few sublets like Gladstone, okay, which was one of the medical examiner's offices that they gave me the number to, that they said that their database search didn't cover. All right. So we cannot for sure say that all the databases have been searched. All right. So where we were left off was with those two searches that had been made, and nothing had been found as far as information regarding whether Willy2Guns had passed or not. Since then, there was the update from Blade and Beck. That was the update Blade gave that said that they had found out, weeks later after he had passed, that Willie had passed, and they were sharing that information with everybody. Okay. We went over that and played that clip. There was a lot of people in the comments saying, things about, the dates were a lot different. We had seen, and I'm going to play a clip here as a matter of fact. And I told you there was a clip where, as a matter of fact, Blade had already said that Willy2Guns had passed away. And this was before the last update he gave. So very strange, because you have him saying the same thing, but on two different dates and two different occasions. All right. Now, what has been brought to my attention now has been some Facebook posts, or not Facebook, I believe they're Facebook posts, or they could be comments. We'll look at them together. I think last time what we read together were actual YouTube comments from supposed family members of Willie's that were verifying that he did pass. But again, those are YouTube comments. So it was said, hey, anybody can go on there and make those comments. Yes, absolutely. So that wasn't anything to really verify any information. What has now been brought up to my attention has been some more comments that have been made by supposed family members. And in these comments, there are pictures, okay? And in one of the pictures, it's a younger version of Willie, okay? Doesn't look like him because you don't see the beard. He didn't grow it out yet. But the way that you can identify that it's Willie is because of the tattoo. And I'm going to show you an interesting picture here that shows that tattoo on supposed picture of Willie and compared to his tattoo in a most recent picture. In those comments, there are comments made by family members. I believe it would be Willie's aunt saying that he did pass away. Okay. So I'm going to share that information with you. As far as my investigation on my part, I have not completed that. I still have a few new places now that have come up to light that I need to contact. Again, I'm not contacting anybody in his family, and I will not do that. All I'm simply doing with this channel is investigating whether this individual has passed or not, and whether criminal charges are going to be brought down. Now, speaking of criminal charges, in addition to these additional kind of comments that I'm going to show you or present to you, Blade came on again and did, I would just call like a second update, you can say. And in this update, he actually claims that he's got a name of somebody he spoke to that's a member of the police force out of Kansas City, Missouri. I guess that started or was investigating what happened in the video. Again, I've heard from Blade himself say, and he says it in this video, there is no investigation. But then you hear where he's saying there was an investigation started. So which one is it? Did it end? Is it still open? And then there's also news that Beck has also mentioned, or there was news in reference to her and mentioning that an investigation had started that came out a lot before this comment made by Blade just recently. So it's just a lot of mixed up stuff. I think that's what's confusing a lot of people, why a lot of people want some clarification here and simply just want to get to the truth, and rightfully so, so that way people can, I know Willie had a lot of people that were friends with him in chat. All right. A lot of people may not be directly family members to him or, his best friend. But these are people that knew him, and rightfully so, people that want to know whether they should start mourning the death of their friend, or if this is just all a hoax and rumor and what the hell's going on. Okay. And we've had a lot of people that reached out to this channel and asked for help for that, and that's why we're doing this. Okay. I'm going to check to see if these pictures that I want to share with you have uploaded. If not, I have them here on my phone, and I can just show you through the screen here. In one of them, it's just going to be us playing Blade's clip, which just listen to the audio. It's just him sitting there. So in that case, we just need to listen to the audio. But in the case to actually seeing the comments and stuff, I'd prefer if I can show them through you here on the computer. So let me see if I can cue those up. So just excuse me for a minute. Let's see here. So they're not queued up in my photo section, but I think it's a small enough file I can just email it to me. So give me 1 second. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I was able to share it. It was a small enough file. So I got that sent over. And let me send over this other one here so I can share you both pictures. Okay. So let me just pull that up on my email really quick. All right, I got it queued up. So what I'm going to share right now to you is going to be the, let's see here, because I got it on here. I'll tell you exactly what I think this is from. I believe these are Facebook comments or Facebook posts. It could be IG. Hold on. Actually, I think these are from YouTube. And again, if I'm incorrect, you correct me in chat. But I believe these are YouTube. And it looks like it also is a combination of YouTube and Facebook posts. That's what I think I see here. But let me go ahead and cue that up for you here. All right. So we have it right there. So that way you guys can see. So where we're going to start with is, so that picture you see right there, that is the picture of a younger Willie. All right. Now, if you look to the picture on the top right-hand corner, left-hand arm, you can see the half sleeve on Willie. I'm going to show you another picture here in a second once we get done reading these comments. where somebody has actually taken both pictures, a recent picture of Willie and his half sleeve, and this picture, and compared it. And it's the same tattoo. Okay. Now, obviously, it looks a lot different than Willie because he's a lot younger. I believe this says this is about 5 years younger in this. But either way, that's the only reason I was able to identify him because, it threw me off without seeing the beard was the tattoo. All right. So let's start with on the left-hand side, bottom left-hand corner. This is from, I believe, is his aunt. That's all I can assume at this point. And again, all we're doing is just presenting and assuming. I am not saying at this point this is his real aunt. This is really him. That's why I just want to show you what's been presented to me. Let you guys give your opinions. I like to read chat to see what you guys have to say. But most importantly, the only real way we're going to verify anything here is, like I said, through a public record. And that's what I'm working on finding for you guys. All right. Now, in the meantime, anything else that gets brought up to me, brought up to my attention in regards to this investigation, I'm going to share it with you guys. And that's what we're doing right now. So just take it as you see it, is all I'm saying. Bottom left-hand corner, it says, I have a special prayer request. My nephew passed away. Please remember his mom in your prayers. They have the name redacted, of course. Top right-hand corner. I love this picture. I think about Billy all the time. You, Willie, and Nana are in my prayers. I love you all. And that was from the same, who I'm assuming is the aunt that made the first comment that said, I have a special prayer request. My nephew passed away. Please remember his mom in your prayers. All right. Then we've got the next thing I'm going to show you is going to be the picture that's comparing the arm, okay? So let's go down here. All right, let me get that queued up. Give me a second here. All right, I got it queued up. Thank you for your patience. All right, there you go. So there's the comparison that somebody made. This is coming from the IP2 community forum. Same thing, the last screenshot you guys saw, that's where that came from, was from the IP2 community forum. But there's where somebody took that same picture of Willy2Guns and has compared it to the same sleeve, half sleeve, that you see in the most recent picture of him. And me personally, unless they were able to edit that, that looks like a match. So I have my own personal opinion, and I'm not going to share that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know what it is. I think this is a really messed up situation. But like I said, for a lot of people, and including myself, really you cannot verify anything unless you have a public record. That's it. But again, I'm going to present what has been, put out there already for you all to see. So I know a lot of people, don't have the time to look up this stuff. A lot of people don't have access or even go to the IP2 community forum. And we've also got a lot of other information from other things, from other clip channels and things like that. So, again, you can form your own opinions, but the purpose of this channel and what we are going to do is, and hopefully, again, I can't promise you that there could never be a public record, possibly. Remember what I told you guys last time, and this was what was told to me by the medical examiner's office out of Missouri, is that the only way that a medical examiner's office is going to have any type of public record is only if that death is being criminally investigated. So, for example, there's no criminal investigation. It's just passed on as a regular death. There would not be a record. There would not be a public record through the medical examiner's office. Now, could there be other records, like maybe an obituary or something from, the burial home, if assuming that Willy2Guns was buried, possibly. But again, I'm not going to be getting into that. I'm not trying to get and will not jump or contact anybody that has to do with the family to get this information. All I'm doing is just searching for anything that would be a public record. So the next thing I want to share with you is some statements that, again, I guess you would call would be a second update from Blade. I'm just going to let you guys listen to it and make your own opinion from it. But I certainly I think I got a little bit more information that I needed just out of these statements he made. And I'm going to be going forth with a little bit more from it. Now, I won't be able to give you an update till tomorrow, or not even maybe till tomorrow, but there will be something that is going to be helping my investigation that was brought up in this statement that's made by Blade. So on my end, I'm glad I was able to listen to it because it will help in my investigation. Some of you all already may have heard this update. For you that have not, I'm going to just play a little bit of it. This was a part of a live stream that he did. So obviously we're not going to sit here and play the whole live stream, but I will play some clips from that stream, and most importantly, the portion of the stream where he's addressing another update for Willy2Guns.
Actually, I was thinking about this. What Beck did, we loaded all of Beck's stuff into the truck, and Beck left Kansas City up north to Ohio to deliver the truck back to, and him, we're going to go back up to Ohio, right? Well, after well, I know you're
Willy2Guns donated $3. I wish Willy didn't get his nose.
shit.
All right, so
Beck had a falling out with family. Family heard a bunch of shit. Drives from Kansas City to Ohio.
All right, what I'm going to do is just play the audio. I mean, I'll show you on the phone what I'm listening to, but and I'll actually include the link. How do I pause this guy? Oh, there's my pause.
Honestly, my mom should apologize.
Jeez, man. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Let me get this off the screen here. So what we're going to do is just pretty much listen, finish off this discussion of the Willy2Guns investigation by listening to a few clips from Blade's last, not his last stream, but just his, I guess you would say his last update in regards to discussing this. Again, this is just from his live stream. I'll share the link. I'm pretty sure it's still up. That way, if you want to listen to the whole live stream, you can. But I'm just going to be playing a few little clips from it that I was able to screen record. I tried loading these up, but they are like 10-minute clips. I'm not going to play the whole clip, but because they are larger clips, they didn't load up yet. So I'm just going to, like I said, play the audio through the speaker here. And like I said, I can show you exactly what we're watching on doing this right here. I know it's kind of scuffed, but it works. So Got the audio on the speaker here. And let me just fast forward to the part I want you guys to listen to. Get this audio up.
All right. So Beck fucking drives from Kansas City to Ohio and then flies back the same day so she could be near the hospital. Now, there was a point when Beck had a falling out with the family. Family heard a bunch of shit from the fucking other people, and now she can't go visit Willie. And the family was helping Beck out with hotel rooms. Well, obviously not doing that anymore. So, and Beck is, between me being in an RV and let's talk about Beck and my mom. Okay, let's talk about Beck and my mom. Let's clear that up. Beck didn't steal any pills. My mom, because the fucking messages from the internet, thought that Beck stole pills. My mom found out that some fucking tweaker dude in her fucking apartment complex actually stole the pills. Like, found out for real. And that's that. I don't know what this whole fucking thing is where here's the problem. If I try to clarify things and I'm fucking hammered, I never fucking clarify it the right way, dude. But Beck didn't steal any pills. It literally caused a rift in the relationship with my mom, but it's my mom. I always love her. But honestly, my mom should apologize to Beck. I'm kind of fucking frustrated with her that she hasn't. But Beck's dealing with way more shit than a fucking apology from my mom. Okay? Anyways. Everyone's all like, I don't know what this whole thing where everyone wants to fucking make Beck out to be the bad guy, but whatever. I don't know. It's tough because everyone comes up with their own fucking narrative about stuff, and they'll take pieces together and they'll fucking come up with their own narrative and go, hey, you're a piece of shit. So if that's what you think, I guess I'm a piece of shit, dude. Oh no, someone on the internet thinks I'm a piece of shit. If you think that I don't know that some people on the internet think I'm a piece of shit, then you don't know me, because all I could do is just be better. There you go. Now, when the truth comes to the surface, okay, what honestly, what I feel like what you guys want, or what people want, this little witch hunt, is they want a detective to go, none of these people in this house are liable for this, and Mr. Willy2Guns officially passed away. Like, you guys want to watch him go into the ground, dude, and it's sick.
Nikki donated $3. How did Beck meet Willie, and why did she leave you for him?
Willie is a huge fan of mine. He's a viewer. He's part of this community. Beck watches streams and is in the chat more than I am. And when Beck and I broke up, they fucking started talking, and then they fucking connected. So, I mean, I didn't like that part.
Sorry about that. Here we go.
Like, if you break up with someone, then they find someone else, go for it. Like, he was a viewer of mine, but whatever. Like, I can't, like, even though that part of it is so ridiculous. That shit sounds made up. That shit sounds like a script. I get it. Okay. But if you break up with someone, there's going to be a possibility that they start dating or seeing someone else. No one's going to break up with you and then just be single for the rest of their life. So, like, that'd be okay. Beck and I broke up, and then let's say I fucking got with a female. Like, Beck had a falling out with the family.
All right, so that was one of the clips. I'm going to play two more. There, pretty much what you hear is his explanation a little bit about the falling out with Beck and the family, okay, and how that kind of worked. I'm just going to continue on. Somebody in chat was asking what date. Hi, Risa. A little late, but not that late. And you can always catch the replay. Good to see you. What up, Nihao? What up, Tato Bean? Good to see some of y'all in chat. What up, Retro Joe 84? So, what's your so this I believe was from, let's see here. Yesterday. Yes, one of yesterday's streams.
Family heard a bunch of shit.
And this was
Drives
right
from
off of
Kansas City
his
to Ohio. Admin.
Sorry. This was right off of his OUMB2 channel. OUMB2 channel, and that was from yesterday's stream. All right, let me go to my next clip here.
Me?
I'm not
Please,
drinking,
can you
dude.
at least do the shots you owe me? Please, can you at least do the shots you owe me?
Cyromaniac. Like I said, he had seen the stream. He had gotten the phone calls from.
A Keemstar posted the video or anything. You can easily get Puppy to watch you on your own site. I promise on behalf of chat we do not care about your health. You dying is the content.
Why can't I live, man? Come on, man. Why can't I live, bro? You only like me. You only like me when I'm hammered. You only like me when I'm screaming N-word. You only like me when I throw dogs and assault women. Come on, dude. Then if you only like me, dude, I guess this is goodbye, dude. Because Brian doesn't do that shit, dude. Hopefully, I'm answering every question. I know there's a lot of them, and I'm fucking missing over stuff. So there we go. That's kind of the gist of stuff. With the whole Willy thing, I know that a lot of these fucking things are coming out talking about, oh, right here. If you guys really care, I'll hold this up for a second.
Pay attention to this part, okay? Here we go.
Talking about, oh, right here. If you guys really care, I'll hold this up for a second. Detective Matthews, Kansas City Police Department, Masters, Drug Enforcement. And I have his number, but I don't really think I should put his number out there like that. So there you go. The detective talked to Beck, I think a couple days after he, like I said, he had seen the stream. He had gotten the phone calls from out of state, and he realized that this was like an internet thing and what was going on. They looked at what fucking Willy did. That's pretty much it, dude. So this idea that there's like some fucking, there's no criminal investigation going on. If there was, I would fucking have talked to him, but there's none.
Serial Maniac donated $3. Can you at least do the shots you owe me? Please, can you at least do the shots you owe me?
I'm not
Please,
drinking,
can you
dude.
at least do the shots you owe me? Please, can you at least do the shots you owe me?
Serial Maniac, I appreciate
Please, can
you,
you
dude.
at least do the shots you owe me? Please, can.
I appreciate you, but I'm not drinking anymore, dude. I'm not drinking anymore, bro. Oh, and also, what's her name? Grace. She got doxxed, and people. This is another thing. Now, when I talk about this, I'm not talking about you, the viewer. Okay, I'm talking about the small handful of people that want to fucking involve stuff and make things worse for the streamers and the families of the streamers. Okay. Grace had a friend or a family member. I apologize for not knowing exactly which one it is, that started a grooming business for dogs and got fucking pretty much harassed.
Okay, that was enough. He's just going into the other incident.
This isn't about like pointing fingers. Who did what? Oh, you're in trouble. They got my phone number. Go for it. This isn't a thing about who's to fucking blame. Okay. Willy fucking shouldn't have been drinking. Willy drank too much. No one was fucking like force feeding him shots. And unfortunately, what happened.
I disagree with that.
This isn't about like pointing fingers. Who did what? Oh, you're in trouble. The fact is that
I see a lot of people in chat. We're talking about tone. And yes, we're just listening to Blade right now because of his update. There's a lot of characters that were there that day that if this, investigation goes into a type of negligent type of investigation, that could be possibly at fault. Okay. Again, I'm not saying anything's been criminally charged yet, but I'm not saying pointing this person out as the only person at fault. We're just listening to the comments or remarks he's making in regards to this case. But absolutely, when you hear that remark, though, that he was not force-fed or not fed alcohol, I disagree. And I think there's a whole video clip that shows that that was total bullshit, okay? At some point, he is blackout drunk, and he does not have any more control of himself, okay? That's when now could be people that are going to be responsible then for what happens after that when somebody gets to that point, okay? It's just the way the law is, rightfully so. Just saying, my opinion. But let's continue.
His family's fucking grieving. Beck's a disaster.
I'm going to start that over a bit since I kind of interrupted that.
This isn't about like pointing fingers. Who did what? Oh, you're in trouble. The fact is that his family's fucking grieving. Beck's a disaster. And out of respect, we should fucking be fucking chill and let them fucking deal with it, you know?
Jägermeister donated $3.
What up, Jäger?
Hi, big boy. I know you're thinking about me. Tension is building up inside you. You can't get me off your mind. Just come back to me and I'll make you feel good again.
No. So yeah, but yeah, I like I said, I have none to hide. I literally just said my full name, and you can call the Kansas City Police Department. You can even ask for Detective Matthew Masters. That's the detective on the case. Go for it. Code with the ports. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute before I can get off the ports, dude. Like for real.
Well, and I don't know if you just mistaken his words that came out, but if you noticed, he says that that's the guy investigating the case. But before that, he says that there is no more investigation. So again, I don't know if he just mixed up his words or if that was just him not catching a lie before. But he does claim earlier there is no investigation. And then let me rewind it a bit.
Code with the ports. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute before I can City Police Department. You can even ask for Detective Matthew Masters. That's the detective on the case.
That's
Go
the detective on the case.
Code with the ports. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute before I can get off the ports, dude. Like for reals.
I agree, Token.
Anyways.
Anonymous donated $3. Do you remember calling up and hitting on your old dance partner Bryn Nicole and her husband having to tell you to screw off? Did you apologize to her?
So I was blacked out when that happened. I had multiple people contact me like, dude, you.
All right, that was it. He goes into something else, but those were the 3 clips I wanted to play. Again, this was from his live stream yesterday. It's a longer live stream. Those are just the portions that he is discussing or giving, I guess, what you would consider a second update into Willy's case. Take it as you hear it. That's all I said. All I'm here to do is just present what I've seen, what's out there. Ultimately, you know, and I think for a lot of people, what's going to be the deciding factor of who's telling the truth here is just something that's as far as public information that says, unfortunately, this person passed away. And I have a feeling if there's the criminal investigation that's been started or still going on, that information is going to be available, and it will be available publicly. Because like we mentioned, like I said earlier, and this came from the medical examiner's office. This is what their statement was to me. Okay. The only way that they will have anybody's information is whether they passed or not in their database is if because they passed and it was in a way that the investigation is started. That's why then that info goes to their office. So no investigation, they won't have that info. If they do, like I said it, if I can find that info through one of their offices, then that means there was obviously an investigation started and is still continuing to go on. So again, I know a lot of that stuff for some of you, especially for a lot of you that follow the IP2 community board, a lot of that stuff might have been repetitive, but I know a lot of viewers here don't follow the IP2 community board. And again, that's why I'm playing a lot of that stuff. and showing stuff that may be repetitive to some of y'all. But we will continue on with this. Okay. Again, continues tomorrow. And until I can provide you with the information that I said that we would be willing to help with providing, if it's out there. Remember, if it's out there. I can't force something that's not out there. And like I stated before, I will not, try to get a hold of, get in touch, try to disturb any family members of Willy2Guns family to try to get this information. As easy as that may seem to be, just, hey, contact them on Facebook. No, I've already said that. It's just going to be whether there's something that's available as a public document or as a statement that one of these offices can make in regards to this case is what we're going after, so that I can present to you guys. But I think a lot of people have already made their decision. Like I said, I've kind of already have, and it's a really sad situation, and I feel bad for that family, and most importantly for Willie. And I rest in peace, Willie. So, all right, everybody, that is going to conclude our show. I had the court updates that we went over. Like I said, I just wanted to finish off our evening tonight with, continuing on with the investigation of Willy2Guns, and we continue. Okay, and definitely SoCal prayers for his family. Absolutely. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining me this evening. Thank you for all the mods, for all your hard work and being here tonight. Thank you to all the members of the jury. I had a great time with you guys. We welcomed, 15, 20 new members tonight. So welcome to the new members of the jury. And I want to say thank you so much for everybody that donated those memberships and for all our other supporters, whether it was through a super chat, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. However, just you being here and participating, chat, helps this channel out a lot. And I thank you for that. So I appreciate all the viewers here this evening. As far as an itinerary, what to look forward to, well, we're almost getting to the end of the weekend, okay? And as I've always stated, I always try to do a midweek and an end-of-week type of update. We closed a court case that we were going over today. That was a Cyraxx case, has been dismissed. Don't forget, tomorrow, which we'll probably have an update for you. Remember, there's always that breaking news alerts. So that's why it's important, if you do want to get breaking news alerts, to keep those notifications on. Gold Girl 9 Rodriguez, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. And it reads, Rip Willy2Guns. And absolutely, Rip Willy2Guns. Thank you for your support, Gold Girl. But so we've closed that case. Tomorrow, there could be breaking news in regards to the Skimask Andy case. He's got his hearing tomorrow with the court administration judge. So tune in for that if there's anything going on, and that notification will go out if there's any breaking news. But till then, if we don't have any breaking news, look forward to a end of the weekend stream. We'll do that in a form of a court update, just like we did today. Got a lot of fun stuff planned for the October month, in addition to our court coverage and everything going on. There's going to be more information and further investigation going on with the Jimmy the Christian case. We've just learned of his next arraignment coming up. And we go forth. Okay. So I want to say again, thank you for everybody for being here this evening. And look out for those notifications for that breaking news. Otherwise, I will see you at the end of the weekend for your next court news update from NJCourts TV. Oh, and remember, for those that I've already promised stickers, make sure you DM me your info. That way I can send those over to you this weekend. And then for those that want stickers, because they came out pretty nice, meets my standard. They look good. As long as they look all right, hey, that works for me. I'm going to go ahead and order like 100 more of these, so that way I can send them out to anybody else that's interested in getting a sticker or two. All right? So again, that'll be my early Christmas present, but most importantly, my way of saying thank you for your support. All right, y'all. Definitely Flash. Oh no, I want to take care of everybody next time, next go around, okay? And if I don't have enough, then I'll order more, okay? So thank you everybody for being here tonight. Everybody have a safe rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your week. TGIF Friday is coming upon us very shortly. And then it's the weekend. So, again, be careful, head on a swivel, be vigilant, check your six every once in a while. And until then, I look forward to seeing you guys the next show. Love you guys. Take care. And NJ Courts for tonight and officially tonight is out. See, no more. Getting better. Is out of here. All right, y'all. Love you. Take care. Peace.